Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of your Daily Dose. I'm your host, PB, and today we're just going to be covering the Starlight Wish event. Now, a lot of players probably are aware of this, but I've done a couple of videos. Most individuals are buying and building Marshall because he's just the best one in terms of raw damage and craziness. He takes it to the next level, but just be aware that they are exceptionally expensive. Now, I haven't done a showcase yet of Ganing, but there was in the Zhang He Marshall video. You will see towards the end of the video him fighting Lu Meng and, of course, Ganing together. And that was Wei versus Wu. They lost that fight, I think, because basically, uh, White Robe is really strong and Ganing is exceptionally tanky. It is a pretty powerful combination, but just remember that that is against the Wei Nation team, and Wei Nation isn't typically the greatest in terms of burst DPS. They did, however, have Marshall that I feel like was still the star of the show. It was still the star of the show. So I'd be interested to see for those that are looking to build all four of the newest Arcane heroes. I feel like that's probably going to be a thing. Now, the reason that I'm on this page here is because in the Starlight Wish event, you are going to be able to get the shards for the Arcane equipment chest. If you have been spending, obviously you're going to be trying to finish those ones off. But it is interesting that they have introduced those ones as well. What I will say though is make sure that you spend any of your resources that are chilling in your bag. Most players probably will have something similar, a couple of hundred of these turkey legs and vegetables. So for me, I need to buy as many of these ones as possible because I'm still doing some of my relics to legendary. And for this one, I feel like I will get all of these ones and then I will grab as many of these ones as I can as well. But Celebrate Festival, kind of boring, not gonna lie, is what it is as an introductory. Even as a free to play, you will acquire a bucket load of stuff. I should probably state this though, in terms of like if you are going to spend and you are relatively new to the game, you can always make some, I guess, well, maybe not new, but if you want to gamble, you can always grab some of these things for gold. It's a long shot. You have to spend a fair bit of money in order to acquire anything of any like value. And in terms of that, arms race is still best in terms of value. I mean, you could go with some of these military books, but you will be able to farm those a lot in the World Conquest event. There are a lot of things here. Honestly, most players will probably try to finish off their 7-star legendaries if they haven't done so already. Then you can always work on your indexes and your weapons as well. But it's absolutely up to you. If you do get stuck, always hit us up in the comment section down below or join us on Discord because a lot of players will tell you what to do there as well. It's in the link in the description. So I still need to keep leveling this guy up. I probably could just invest in some of these beast pills, but in saying that, it's okay. It's all right. Starlight Wish, pretty stock standard. However, it's sort of transitioned into the Arcane era. Now, most players will have a full copy of Zhu Zhang after completing most of the World Conquest events, as long as they bought their 45 shards when he was available in the arms race, the same as Gao. However, if you do want to potentially invest in, it's going to be a long process, don't get me wrong. If you wanted to start using some of the Scarlet weapons, they are quite powerful. Imperishable gear set is one thing. I think the base level on the Scarlet, if I'm not mistaken, I think if you were to like compare it stat to stat, they're probably like 5 times, 10 times better in terms of just their base level. And that's generally how it is. That's honestly how it goes. You do get attack percentages as well when you do the refinement stage, which is interesting because I think I'm not sure if you do get attack percentages when you enhance. If you enhance, do you get refinement? You do get attack here, but that one gave you an additional one, right? What was that additional? It would be nice, of course, to test some of these things out, but it's saying that, it's very expensive and it's all RNG. So you got attack and then you got all attack as a percentage as well, which is interesting. So I think they just boost it up a lot more. I mean, they got to make it. they got to make it worthwhile. Now, in terms of like what you get an extra, I believe, is it 5% or 10%? Jeez, these are gonna be so hard to compare, but we'll suck it up. In terms of their bonuses, so yep, it looks like 5% and 5%. So you just get additional ones when you run the sets. So you get 25% shield instead of 20%, and you get 15% instead of 10% chance of 2 times base attack or healing. So that's not too bad. Overall, everybody's going to be working on it regardless, I think. I think that's basically what's going to happen. And of course you get more attack percentages and defense percentages in terms of damage as well. And if I'm not mistaken, there's like this additional tier that you can upgrade. So these are the three that you can get instead of the transformations, which is going to be super expensive. So, what should we do? Should we go for old mate? Let's have a look to see how far we are in terms of being able to get him to the next level. So, if we do manage to land one, I mean, that's kind of, in theory, that would be um, like one more level. I don't think it'll be 2 levels. I think we'd only get 100 shards, but still, that's like a 1 star. And of course, if you don't know, you will be able to work towards it in the World Conquest event. The chapter missions, I believe that these reset? I'm not sure if these reset, but I don't know. It would be very generous of them to give us those if it was the case. I don't think these ones reset. However, you can of course acquire these additional 10 shards as you keep leveling up your citadel. I think the idea of this was not necessarily to give you like unlimited access to the Arcanists. But I do know that there is, if I can find it, City Battle. Is there a ranking list? There is some ranking lists. Ranking rewards. Now, there was a ranking reward where it did give you that as the final Arcanist. Where is that? Where is that? Bandit World? No. There was a ranking reward, and I did see it there. Maybe this one? Yes, there we go. So seasonal rankings. So I suspect though that they might reset this each season, which wouldn't be too bad. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably what people will want to come back to. But as you can see, like, oh, we're ranked 10th. Huh? Look at us. Yeah, not bad, not bad. So, I mean, in terms of just the overall awards, even at 10th, you're getting 15 shards, which isn't terrible. I mean, obviously, first place is 30, but this probably is going to exclude a lot of players. Obviously, you'd have to get into the top 10 to start farming these shards as well, which could kind of suck. Um, but hey, I think the game is going to give us a lot more of these options. So, why don't we go ahead and try to pull for this guy? Now, next, I mean, it's really just dealer's choice. If you are still thinking about building this, try and go for this guy. I think that it's a little bit like what's the word here? It's interesting because they extended it out. I wanna say that I want to see like the prize pooling. So it's still 0.25%, 2%. So they might have got rid of the shittier ones. Yes, I think they might have got rid of some of the crappier rewards. I'm pretty sure it's always been 8. But you will get an opportunity to get a full copy of one of these. And I mean, that's not too bad, right? Should we go Haotao or should we go? Yeah, we should go Haotao. Let's try and build. Well, let's try and get that. Let's just say that. Now, these ones are interesting because this is all of the generations. So if you are looking to build these up, if you've managed to acquire these through arms race, obviously, I'm going to be going for those. And of course, these are the shards that you can acquire. So, because we only really need 60 of them, I think we're just going to go with that because we might be in with the chance to get him to 1 star. I think I'll just go with the heroes. Now, in these selection chests, there's probably going to be an option to get all of the weapons and all of the monsters that are currently available. So if you are close to leveling up, Tatui or Inferno, if you've got some shards lying around and you want to go that path, probably check out your bag before you do so. It's important. It's important. Absolutely, would I recommend spending gold in this event? It is a gotcha event, so don't worry if you don't get any jackpots. Um, in terms of this, though, the best value is going to be the dollar package. So if you are a voucher user, go ahead and grab those ones. The interesting thing is that you will be able to get the shards down here if you are a light spender. You'll probably need to spend about $20 though, so just keep that in mind. It's about 20 bucks, give or take, depending on which part of the world that you're in. So let's shut up and go and do this. Let's do a 10 bomb. Let's start off strong. Let's see if we can manage to pull one out of the bat. Oh, we got nothing. We got nothing. You know. I would have loved to have seen a. Uh, damn it! I would have loved to have seen one of those mythic tactics. I'm not gonna lie. Strategists. Um, I mean, the drop rates for the strategists don't seem particularly high either, which kind of sucks. So it looks like we pulled like one strategist every 10 bomb, pretty much. But we actually were getting quite a lot of these ones, which is not too bad. So if we were to have a look in terms of the drop rates. So prize pool number 4, it's a 13% chance to get a strategist, and it's like that's interesting. It's actually prize pool 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That was actually 13% chance to get that. That's crazy. But we didn't really get many of them. Like we got one pretty much every 10 bomb. But yeah. Okay. That's that's interesting. Still, let me know in the comment section down below. Did you also manage to get a little bit lucky? I will say this though. I mean, if they are going to give us some of these rank ones, I mean, just keep plodding away. Just keep plodding away. It's not a terrible event if they, like I said, like to give us some free stuff. I think I got. I want to say that I got those 34 shards. I don't think I had any of these selection chest shards in the bag, so that's not terrible. That's not terrible for your index score, or obviously putting towards finishing off some of your heroes. I'm probably going to 7-star Gongsung as soon as possible. And then that's probably going to be my goal in the arms race that's coming up, I would say, just because I want to get him maxed out and then start to work on some of the other ones. But I will say this, these selection chests will probably start to be available in the Sky Blessing event. So if there is a dual event, and this is my reasoning, if there is a dual event where you can acquire both the arms race, basically the gold tokens from arms race, it's a little event over here. I know a lot of players are probably going, oh yeah, whatever, PB. You're gonna have to spend money, right? But I'm thinking if they bring back, and they should bring back the rebate event in this area over here, when they have the rebate event and they do have a Sky Blessing with the Arcane Shards in it, that's probably the best time to whale in order to build some of those heroes, because you're getting 2-for-1 value. Basically, you're getting the shards that you want to essentially build one, maybe even two of the Arcane heroes if you buy all the packs out. Plus, you're going to get all of the additional merit badges that is potentially going to put you on the big 2,000 point troop layer, which is again best value for money. Anyway, that's my opinion. I think they are aware of that and they are being very stingy, which I don't like. I do not like that about games. I understand that, they have a preference and stuff, and obviously you want to make money, but they should certainly be starting to bring back the rebound event to encourage people to spend. However, we do have this here, and you will be getting one of these pot of golds, which is 10% or 8% attack. Absolutely worthwhile acquiring. Now, as you can see, that they are going to give you a bucket load of stamina pills and gold, and of course the universal legendary shards and the charm shards, and of course some gear sets. It is going to be something that everybody fundamentally is going to want to do. Now, I haven't even looked at this yet. So Xiao Xiao abuses Dynasty Scrolls fragments. Okay, so he wants the arcane power. Makes sense. He's a greedy old bastard. I can't believe Guan Yu surrendered. Well, yes, I think he historically did. Anyway, if you like anything like this, I mean, take your time, read through the stories. It is always interesting, in my opinion, the way that they like to portray it. But Cha Cha was a devious old man, for sure. 110%. Please do me a favor, and then basically this is where you skip ahead and you go and you do your explorations. I will be doing a video guide with this. I feel like it's probably going to be straightforward. I want to say it's going to be straightforward, but I'll get back to you all on that one. So stay tuned. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, notification button. We'll do an in-depth guide there to see if we can get all 10 of those goodies. And of course, let us know in the comment section down below what you would like to see next. I will eventually be able to test Gardening out as well. See what he's like. I don't think he'll be on a 2 trillion plus power account for those that are looking for the late game Garnings, but I think it will be on a, a decent amount, like half a billion, maybe 1 trillion. Sorry, 500 billion, 1 trillion ish account, and that'll be fine. We should be able to showcase that out for everybody as well. All right, well, I am going to leave you all, but until next time.